There are people who don't ask for your help. They ask for your soul. They won't say it outright. They'll mask it as love, obligation, tradition, or just this once. But if you say yes, you begin to disappear. Carl Jung warned us, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. And yet, some people will ask you to trade that privilege for their convenience. Stay away from those people. Here are the 5 things no one should ever ask of you if your peace matters. 1. Don't ask me to carry your burden forever. It starts with a favor, just one small thing. Can you cover this for me? Can you fix this? Can you take care of this one issue I'm dealing with? But over time, it becomes a silent contract. You fix it once and they stop trying altogether. Now their crisis is your full-time job. Carl Jung said that neurosis is often a substitute for legitimate suffering, and there are people who'd rather dump their dysfunction onto you than confront the pain of their own evolution. They don't want help. They want rescue. They don't want advice. They want a lifeboat. The moment you say yes to carrying someone else's burden indefinitely, you stop carrying your own, and that is where your soul starts to shrink. You were not born to be someone's emotional mule. You are not the caretaker of everyone's failure. If someone keeps handing you bags they refuse to carry themselves, you have every right to drop them. Let them walk. Let them learn. 2. Don't ask me to lend what I can't afford to lose. Let's be honest. If someone only calls when they need something, especially money, it's not a relationship. It's a transaction. The moment you lend money to someone who sees you as a solution, not a person, you lose more than cash. You lose peace. You lose sleep. And often, you lose the relationship too. Because when it comes time to repay, they don't remember the favor. They remember the pressure. They remember the expectation. And you? You become the villain for asking back what was never theirs. Jung believed that projection is a common psychological defense. They project their irresponsibility onto you. You're the greedy one now. You're the unsupportive one for daring to set a boundary. The truth is this: if helping someone puts you in danger, emotionally, financially, or mentally, it's not helping. It's enabling. Don't let guilt manipulate you into a debt you didn't sign up for. If giving will cost you your peace, it's already too expensive. 3. Don't ask me to mediate your chaos family drama, friend group feuds, sibling rivalries, and suddenly you're the peacemaker, the fixer, the bridge between two people who've burned it down. But Carl Jung warned us, when you try to fix the outer world without fixing the inner one, you only spread more confusion. Being the referee in someone else's emotional war isn't noble. It's draining, it's distracting, and worst of all, it's pointless. They don't want healing. They want someone to blame. And once you're in the middle, both sides will fire at you. Now you're the bad guy, the traitor, the one who didn't do enough. People will say, please talk to them. Can't you make them see reason? No, you can't, because people only understand what they're ready to see. And until they choose healing, your efforts are just noise. Don't offer your peace as a sacrifice on the altar of other people's dysfunction. Let them fight their own wars. 4. Don't ask me to change who I am to make you comfortable. There comes a moment in every life where someone you love will try to rewrite you, not because they hate you, but because they want you to fit into their version of life. They'll say it nicely. Don't dress like that. Why do you talk that way? Maybe you should stop being so old-fashioned. But what they're really saying is, I'm uncomfortable with your identity. And if you change to make them comfortable, you lose yourself. Carl Jung famously said, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. But what's even more terrifying is realizing you've edited yourself into oblivion just to keep others happy. You're not a chameleon. You're not here to blend into everyone's world. You've fought, failed, healed, learned, and grown. That version of you deserves to exist. unapologetically. Anyone who asks you to dim your light so they can shine does not deserve your fire. 5. Don't ask me to put your feelings above my peace. Guilt is a subtle weapon, and it often sounds like love. If you loved me, you'd do this. If you cared, you'd be there. If you don't, I'll feel hurt. And suddenly, your peace becomes negotiable. Carl Jung taught us that the shadow, the unconscious part of us, shows up in the manipulation we project onto others. When people guilt trip you, they're not expressing love. They're offloading their shadow, and they expect you to hold it. But love that demands sacrifice isn't love. It's control. You are not responsible for how others choose to feel. You are responsible for how you choose to live. If someone's happiness is built on your silence, your guilt, or your self-denial, that's not a relationship. That's an emotional prison. Let them feel what they feel. Let them learn that boundaries aren't rejection, they're protection. And your peace? That's not up for negotiation. You are not selfish for choosing yourself. You are not cruel for saying no. And you are not broken for needing peace more than applause. Carl Jung said, "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart." So tell me, what is your heart really asking for? To be loved or to be free? If this video opened your eyes, subscribe and comment the word boundary below so we can send you a personal shout out in the next video. And above all, protect your energy. Live on your terms. We'll see you in the next one.